Okay, good. How do you compare this week's challenge with last week's?
Obviously, slightly contrasting styles of play. There's been a huge focus this week on the physicality South Africa bring, the huge kicking battle that will be, and the importance of staying in that and making sure that we don't lose patience. And they're world champions. They know how to win games, and our focus this week is making sure that in that arm wrestle that we come out on top, and making sure that when our opportunities come, we take them.
They do know how to win games, but they haven't won at the Principality Stadium since 2013. What's been the key to that, and is there anything that you can use tomorrow?
Those victories we've had against South Africa at home, I think it's come down to the physicality from us, and the ability for us to move the ball and just change the point of attack. So, it's making sure that when you play these very good teams, you have to make sure that all aspects of your game, from attack, defense, kicking game, your transition, it has to be on point to earn the victory.
Can you just give us a snapshot of the sort of things you'll be saying to your team to try and make them believe that they can win this game in the back of last weekend?
Look, I don't have to say much to the boys to make them believe. I think we're all aware of the quality that we have in this squad, and for me, it's making sure that moving through this week, the boys know what's required of them. They know their roles, and it's just the excitement of getting back out on the Principality Stadium and looking to get a great result.
And finally, from me, 12 months ago, you were coming back from injury, but you were being asked to move position. You weren't an automatic selection. People were wondering if a distinguished career was coming to an end, but there you are sitting there as captain of Wales, and it's getting ever more distinguished. Can you reflect on the last 12 months personally?
Look, I think it's, coming back from the knee injury, it was testing and probably frustrating at times. But I do feel I'm finally over that, and I'm just enjoying my rugby. I had a good break in the summer. Going back into the Scarlets was, I enjoyed it thoroughly. The challenge that we had, and being in camp it's always, it's a pleasure and honor to be in these camps, and you just enjoy each day and make sure that you work as hard as you can when you get the opportunity. Because I think, as you probably realize when you get a bit older, that there might not be as many as them left. But I'm just loving it at the moment.
Great, thanks very much. Good luck with it.
Cheers.
Hi, John. Simon here, mate. You played in the game 3 years ago where Ellis picked up, his horrendous injury. What are your recollections of his man of the match display that day, but also perhaps the emotions of yourself and the other Welsh guys seeing the way it ended for him? Because it's always difficult to see a situation like that.
Yeah, look, it was pretty savage, and he didn't deserve that, but he's put in a huge effort over the last 3 years to get him back to the level that he's obviously strived for since the injury, and credit to him. And it's testament to the hard work he's put in. And obviously it's difficult when you see any of the boys go down with bad bumps, and it's unfortunately it's part of the game, and it's the nature of the beast. So he's hats off to him to get back into contention and in the starting team.
I mean, you'd empathise with that. You've been through your own battles as well, and I guess it takes a certain kind of strength of character, really, doesn't it?
Oh, look, it's definitely, you get tested mentally through long-term injuries, but I think one thing it does, it makes you appreciate it far more after being through it, because when it's taken away from you, you crave for it and want it even more. And when you do get back there, you like to think you don't take it for granted, and you give it your best shot. And I'm sure that's what Ellis will be doing tomorrow.
Lastly for me, John, obviously taken over from Alun Wyn. Did he have any particular words for you, sort of handing over the mantle and when he left the camp?
No, no. Look, obviously it's a loss, and to lose your captain, and but Al's a good mate, and it's just sad to see him go, and the senior players pick up the pieces to make sure that we're all trying to fill his boots, because they are pretty big boots to fill. But I'm enjoying this week, and anytime I get to captain my country is a huge honour for me.
Cheers, John. All the best tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi, John. Will here. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, so we all know the kind of whys and wherefores of the team selection last week with the red tape and stuff, but your team now on paper looks pretty strong with the guys coming back into it despite a few injuries. Do you view this as kind of like the start of the autumn proper now? No excuses time, that sort of thing?
No, the autumn started 3 or so weeks ago when we came into camp. I think the way we started our campaign with a loss, and for us now it's an opportunity this week now to get on the board with a victory against the world champions. That's what we're going for, and we want to build. We took some positives from the game last week, and we worked on the areas that we wanted to improve on, and we need to make sure that we show that tomorrow.
We were just talking to Sia Khaleesi before you, and he was full of respect for what you guys offer physically, and saying that you're the kind of one team in the world that never goes away. You touched on it at the beginning, but you need to offer more than that too. And as you were saying, try and move the ball, show them different things once you've got that parity up front.
Oh, look, I think as a team, we're very comfortable on the ball, and we want to play the game at pace. And I think it's we understand the task ahead with South Africa with their physicality, and it's finding a blend and a mix of that you don't try and play too much. You just have to be very smart, playing in the right areas, and making sure that we take control of the tempo of the game, where the game's played in, and not be fall in the trap of how South Africa want to play.
I think it's me next. Hey, John, Beth from ITV. How much are you looking forward to the game? Obviously, last week, fans back in it. It was an incredible atmosphere. And I guess for you players as well, it's great to be back with the crowd. Oh,
look, it was probably something I'll never forget. That the bus ride in and seeing the fans there, I think I got quite emotional, and the whole stadium was fantastic. It's something that we've talked about as our little groups about what that day when the stadium's full again, and to experience it as a player was something very special. And I think the boys look forward to any opportunity now. I think when something like a long-term injury, when something's taken away from you and it's out of your control, to experience it again was it was something, like I said, something I'll never forget.